a heart that hurts. I want to spend my life mending broken people. I want to spend my life mending broken people.
Friends, and welcome to your program 3ABN Today in the Kitchen. My name is Idalia Dinzey, and I am pleased to share this following hour with you all with our special guest. His name is Chef Javier Renteria. So welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you for being here. We have some interesting recipes for our family at home. And but first, they're wondering, who is Chef Javier Renteria? Where are you from? Where are you visiting from?
I'm visiting from California, Sacramento, California, and I'm being a executive chef for more than 20 years, serving vegan food.
Oh, wonderful. So do you have a family? Do you feed this wonderful, healthy, nutritious recipes to your family?
Yes, actually, for the little one, is he's 16 years old right now, but in the beginning, he was diagnosed with asthma actually, and now that's why we changed this food to the other one, to regular food, and plus after 2 months we changed this diet, and he completely gone all the asthma, no more inhalers, no more anything like that, so that'd be great.
Amen. What a testimony. Your son had asthma, and you just simply changed the diet.
Yes.
And that brought healing to your son.
Right.
Wonderful. Well, folks, you just heard a testimony. It does work out. You should consider, if you have a child with asthma, or you yourself as adults, we think, and we have to take medications forever. But sometimes these small changes bring healing to our bodies. Well, during this hour, we'd like to just encourage you right now to get a pen and a piece of paper where to write some tips that our chef will be sharing with us. And also, don't forget, the recipes are available by calling 3ABN or visiting the 3ABN TV website, and you will be able to download and copy the recipes. But further along, we're going to share the contact information of our guest. But for right now, we'd like to present to you the menu for this hour. Today, we're going to take a trip to Italy. We're going to, and we don't need a passport either, because you are taking us to Italy via this menu. We are going to enjoy an Italian salad alla pomodoro. As you can see, it's fresh raw salad, and another option for you. We have the bucatini with Kalamata olive pesto. Now this is a new one, I'm sure, for you. I've never had it, and I'm looking forward to tasting this new dish. Also, we continue the program with linguine with roasted garlic. Those garlic lovers, this is for you. I love garlic. And also, we're gonna have a tofu cacciatore. Now, we're used to the chicken cacciatore, but this is the vegan cacciatore, so pay attention. Also, we're gonna learn how to make our delicious risotto. Risotto is a rice, and as you can see, simple dishes, look beautiful, and they are nutritious. And of course, we have to satisfy our sweet tooth with this pleasant fruit tart. And this is the dessert for today. So, okay, family, are you ready? Are you ready, Chef Javier?
I'm ready.
I am excited to be in the kitchen with you. So let's share the first recipe.
With the recipe, we need a third cup of the celery dice, 8 Roma tomatoes cut into 4 pieces each, 1 cup of black olives, 1 bunch of fresh basil leaves, 1 tablespoon of fresh oregano, and 2 teaspoons lemon juice, and 1/3 the cup olive oil and salt to taste it.
So these are the simple recipes, ingredients that we need. These are ingredients that we have in our kitchen, right? They're simple to acquire. So we are going to make this Italian salad alla pomodoro. Please take us to Italy with this first recipe.
Thank you very much. But this recipe actually, pomodoro is actually tomato.
Okay, we were wondering what that was.
A la tomato, so we make it the pomodoro. So now we need to use tomatoes.
Yes.
Got the 2 tomatoes in here. So we need to cut it in 4 pieces or 6 pieces, whatever you like.
Okay.
This recipe actually does take no more than 5 minutes to prep.
All right.
So and especially it's delicious, especially when you're in the rush, eating lunch or anything. So you don't have to wait in line. Just take it with you and you're ready to serve.
Yes.
So we continue to slice this one in wedges.
Okay.
You see it like this. So we put it right through the bowl.
Okay. Beautiful.
And we have the black olives.
Okay, so we have the black olives. Okay.
We got the celery diced.
Diced celery. Okay, so we have color here, variation.
We got the oregano.
Oregano, a tablespoon of oregano.
Put a little last with the lemon juice.
Lemon juice, very good.
Put a fresh basil leaves. So just put it like this.
Hold like that, huh?
Yep, just hold like that.
Okay, so you don't need to worry about slicing it or
Nothing slices. So you put a little salt and a little bit this one.
We're gonna
just to
toss
mix a little bit, toss a little bit. And you have a very delicious salad that you keep you on for the rest of the day. And nutrition and very healthy.
Very
So
good. What kind of oil did you use?
I use the olive oil.
Okay.
This olive oil, you're not going to put it in the last minute.
Okay.
So the last one, you put it right here.
Yes. All right. So that is your dressing, right?
That's the dressing. Exactly. The
That's-
dressing and the lemon and the lemon juice. So you don't have to add no more any dressing at all.
Yes.
So you just put it right here.
Look at that. That looks so good.
So you can put this one like a piece of crostini, piece of bread, or garlic bread, and you have delicious salad right there.
And guys, let me tell you, this studio smells so good with the fresh basil leaves. It is amazing. As you can see on your screen, this is very appetizing. And as Chef Javier suggested, something to accompany this salad would be a crostini, which is a bread, Italian type of bread, right? I'm learning with you guys at home, so I am so thankful. My mouth is literally so watery because the smell and the aroma of the basil is really making me want to eat this salad right now. And I think
one of the recipes that I really to have, just to make it easier for everybody.
Exactly.
For everybody, they don't have to spend no more, a lot of time in the kitchen.
Right.
So just to make it, just to the point.
Quick and
easy. Take it in 5 minutes to 10 minutes, not the most, 10 minutes.
Wonderful. Well, nowadays we have such a hectic lifestyle. We have to go to work, we have to go to piano recitals, and we have so many things happening. And we long to share healthy and nutritious food with our family, but sometimes our minds are overwhelmed. So these simple recipes, you can go to the local grocery store and get the ingredients, and there you have it. You don't have to go out of your way or a special trip have across town to get the ingredients. Well, we do have another recipe we'd like to share with you at this time, and this recipe is the Italian, I have to practice this name, bucatini? Bucatini with Kalamata olive pesto. What do we need for this recipe?
For this recipe, we need half a cup of cherry tomatoes, 1 bunch of fresh basil, 1 pound of bucatini pasta pre-cooked, salt to taste it, 1 tablespoon fresh garlic. To make the pesto, we need 5 cloves of garlic and 1 cup of Kalamata olives and 1/3 cup olive oil.
That is right. Okay, friends, I am going to learn how to make the bucatini with Kalamata olive pesto by Chef Javier. Okay, we have some pot here boiling. What's going on in the pot?
So we have a water to heat it out, the water to heat it out the pasta.
Okay, so we previously washed or cooked the pasta, but how do you store it? And teach us how to handle the pasta at home.
Yeah, the pasta, it's better when you cook it al dente. It's like a 7 to 8 minutes al dente, so don't worry about it. The pasta is not cooked all the way through, but when you put olive oil, the olive oil cook all the way through the pasta. So you don't have to worry to cook the pasta like at 15 minutes. They're not going to taste better.
Okay. Now, Chef Javier, I've heard that once we cook the pasta, and if we're going to put it away, that we should rinse it after it's cooked with cold water, and then place it in a bowl, and then when you're going to warm it up again, just boil the water and throw the pasta in to heat it up.
Yes.
So
So that's just very simple. When you put the pasta in the refrigerator, so you don't have to worry about heat it out again. You just heat it out the water, and you throw the pasta in there. You just make the sauce and you throw it in there, so you don't have to make the whole thing again.
Very good. So we can do some prep work prior to our dinner time, right? Okay. Well, take us to Italy. Let's go.
All right. This pesto is not traditional.
Okay.
The traditional pesto is everybody knows that one.
Yes.
The basil one.
That's right.
But this one I'm gonna put out a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use the Kalamata olives. You can use the black olives. So this one's a little bit salty.
Okay.
That's the reason why. But you can use the black olives as you desire.
Okay.
Okay.
Either use the black olives or the Kalamata.
Or green olives, you can use it too.
And we got to make sure that there are no seeds in it. So it's pitted olives.
Yes, it's
right?
pitted olives.
Okay.
There are no seeds in there. So make sure there are no seeds in there, okay? So we're gonna use just to make the pesto.
Right.
So use the olive oil.
Yes.
Actually, the olive oil, don't put them right now.
Okay.
Because you need to put the last, okay?
Okay.
So we need to put the garlic.
Yes, the 5 cloves of garlic, huh?
And it's ready. It's very easy. It's very easy to make this recipe. Very easy. So you can use this one a little bit, slowly.
Oil. The olive oil drizzling in. Very good.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. That's it.
Ready. It's ready.
You didn't need the salt because the olives are already salty.
The olives are already salty. Yes.
Very good.
So we need to use this one. We move this one from here. Use the spatula. Mix a little bit over here pretty well.
Wow, that does smell good.
Smells really
Awesome.
good. They smell delicious. But now we have the pesto ready.
Yes.
So we need to have this sauteed a little bit the garlic.
Okay.
With a little bit of olive oil.
Very good.
With the garlic, it was more garlic. I love garlic.
Me too.
I love garlic.
That is the natural antibiotic.
So you don't have to cook the garlic all the way to make it brown.
Okay.
So you just throw the pasta in here.
Oh, okay. Throw the pasta in the pot. Very good. Now in that pot, we just have the water. Ooh. Ready to go. Oh, yeah. Now, you're a chef. You can flip that pasta in there and keep it in the pan.
Just put this on the olive garlic.
Okay.
All the pesto in here. And you don't have to use the thing. I just do it like that.
Yeah, he can do it like that, but in my house, I think all those noodles will be all over the counter. They say that you need to choose your friends wisely. They say that.
Just put the cherry tomatoes in there.
Tomatoes sauteed
just to make the color in there.
Contrast.
And this is ready.
That's ready already?
That's ready.
Oh, my. Okay.
So you see,
Wonderful.
I mean, you don't have to spend so much time in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, that's
just to make this
yummy
thing in here.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay, very good.
So just to make it easy, just a little bit, you can put a little Parmesan cheese.
Yes.
Vegan Parmesan cheese especially.
Of course.
And ready to go.
That's it. Wonderful, guys. Look at this amazing dish. We have the final product over here. He chose to slice the basil, fresh basil, for presentation and for flavor, of course. They say, choose your friends wisely. It's good to have a mechanic friend, a doctor friend. I say it's great to have a chef friend. Very good, because we learn from you. Now, how did you come up with this idea, the Kalamata olive pesto? What inspired you?
That one inspired me because something. Every time we make the the basil pesto with basil pesto, so you said no, you need to make something else, so we come up with Kalamata olives, to make the pesto better than that.
Wonderful. So we break the tradition,
Yes.
It's just thinking outside the box, and that is what's so fun about being in the kitchen. It's like a laboratory, right? Anyhow, guys, are you ready for the next recipe? I sure am. Are you, Chef Javier?
I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay, this next recipe is a linguine with roasted garlic. What do we need for this?
We need a 1 pound of linguine pasta pre-cooked. We need a half a cup of roasted garlic, 1 cup of vegan shrimp, 4 tablespoons fresh parsley, 3 tablespoons olive oil, salt to taste it, and 1/3 the cup of veggie stock.
That's right, guys. So we are going to roast some garlic, and the aroma is going to meet your family at the door.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. Yeah, this pasta actually, everybody knows, to make a spaghetti with tomato sauce, So this make a little different. We just olive oil and garlic.
Olive oil and garlic, that is true. And sometimes we neglect to read the label on the spaghetti sauces because it's got sugar, it's got vinegar, and of course we want to avoid the sugar and the vinegar.
And sometimes they have eggs too.
Oh, really?
You have to check it out on that one too. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So,
okay, guys.
But this time I'm gonna make this linguine pasta, not very popular, but very tasty.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite pastas.
Yes.
But this time I'm gonna make it with vegan shrimp.
Vegan shrimp.
I'm gonna introduce the vegan shrimp.
I'm glad you said vegan shrimp because this is a vegan cooking program. So we're talking about shrimp, but it's incredible because there are some people that just say, I cannot give up my shrimp. I will not give it up. I'm addicted to shrimp, right? But now there is provision. I don't, in somewhere in the health food stores, if they have frozen foods, well, that is an item that you can purchase there. But it is totally vegan, and we need to find a creative way to reaching, the people that have not had victory over that passion to the shrimp or whatever animal product that they are consuming. But we have this option available, and it's wonderful to see that we can have this during the program today, to have a linguine with roasted garlic and vegan shrimp. That's right, vegan shrimp. Okay, take it away. Let's do this.
So let's start making this recipe.
Okay.
So we're gonna need I'm gonna throw the pasta in there. You can heat it up for a little bit.
Okay.
So
let me turn
throw it
this
in there.
back on. I turned it off.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So
You're
we're gonna need the olive oil. Just put it in the tea right here.
All right. The pan is nice and hot already.
Yes. So we need to just the garlic get a little bit brown in this one, in this recipe especially.
Okay.
So after the garlic get brown, so you can add the shrimp. So this is start making it.
Oh, nice and brown already.
Yes. So
Okay.
just be careful when you make this recipe because the oil is gonna be hot. So
Okay.
when you throw the shrimp, they can make it flame.
Okay.
So just be careful. Don't try at
It'll
home.
splatter all over.
Yes.
It will burn you if you're not
So
careful.
you can throw a little bit salt,
Okay. Salt.
and you throw this one right here.
Okay. That is the
You can throw the pasta in there. Like I said in the beginning of the show, these recipes are making for you.
Yes.
For everybody. It's interesting not to spend a lot of time in the kitchen.
Right.
So this is perfect, this recipe right now.
That is wonderful. I would love to be your neighbor because that means that you have some delicious, nutritious vegan food going on in your kitchen. And if I were your neighbor, I can just say, hey, neighbor, how are you? I'll bring you some flowers or something, right?
I always share my food with the neighbors. I always do.
Well, what they say, food shared tastes better.
That's right.
So as we shared with you earlier, there was a family need to make a dietary change in the family because of your son at age 2 fighting with asthma. And it's incredible how so many of us have a family member that is battling with asthma. So was it hard for your family to adapt to a vegan diet because the cheese looks so delicious and is stretchy and we're so used to that?
It's gonna be a little hard when we start doing that.
Right.
But because I've been working in the restaurant business, so they're making more easier to make these easy meals.
Right.
And one of those things, my son was 2 years, like I said at the beginning, diagnosed with asthma. So all these years, we always do, treated with asthma, those inhalers.
Right.
Or inhalers for this every day.
Wow.
So actually, he don't even grow for nothing for the last 4 years.
Oh, so it affected his height.
Yes, this
as well.
affected his height. So after we decided, me and my wife decided to change all his diet.
Right.
So in this diet, vegan style. So after 2 months, like I said in the beginning, no more asthma, no more inhalers.
Praise God.
So that's to if we desire to eat dairy products, so this is consequences.
Exactly.
It's the consequences. You know, it can be, you know, a lot of diseases, you know, out there. But when you change it, you know, this diet, you're going to be better.
That's definitely true. Okay, so we have the linguine.
We have the
With
linguine.
the roasted garlic all ready for the plate. Oh, wow. This is wonderful. Look at this.
Yes, this is one of my, you know, my favorite recipe. Like I said, I like this recipe, especially with the how about the roasted garlic in there.
Yum, yum, yum,
That's
yum.
my favorite.
Yum. This is wonderful. And children love pasta as well. They like to dig into the little pasta. And if they're linguine or spaghetti, they like the strings and have fun in them. But I believe that in the vegan cuisine, I think what is important is the flavor. You know, because we don't want to serve bland foods. We, as you can see, he used fresh garlic. And sometimes it makes a difference in the recipe, whether you use the garlic powder form, the garlic in powder form, or the fresh.
They're not going to taste the same.
They're
not
not.
going to taste the same. When you use a fresh product, they're going to taste like fresh. They're going to taste even better.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I think that, as you can see, we do have the finished product over here. It's so inviting to just grab a chair, sit down, and share this meal with our family, with our friends. But we do have another recipe that we would love to present to you, and this one is usually called or served as chicken cacciatore. But this time, we're gonna go the vegan version, and this is the tofu cacciatore. So what do we need for this?
For this recipe, we need 1 black tofu, 3 red bell peppers, 1 yellow onion, 1 teaspoon of fresh oregano, half a cup of grape juice, 1/3 the cup olive oil, 2 cups of water, 6 ounces tomato paste, and salt to taste it.
So we have some secret ingredients here. Grape juice in this chicken or tofu cacciatore. So cacciatore, that's how you say it,
Yes,
right?
cacciatore.
Cacciatore. Okay, chef, I am learning. Thank you. Show us what are the first steps to take. What are the steps
first
to
of
follow?
all, this recipe we make out of the red wine.
Oh, okay.
So the red wine associated with the
red grape juice.
Red grape juice, yes.
Okay, now I understand.
So that's to make it this clear, because everybody gonna think, oh, red wine. So I think about this one. So we're gonna need a black tofu.
Okay.
So you can cut it, you know, whatever you like, whatever you desire. So but this time I'm gonna use this one to cut it 5 pieces.
Okay,
like
so
that.
this is the water-packed tofu.
Yes, the water-packed tofu. Yeah,
Okay.
this is the super firm tofu.
Super firm.
Yes, you can use firm or you can use extra firm. So, you know, whatever you like.
But this is a super tofu cacciatore, so we're
Yes.
doing super firm tofu.
Yes. So
Okay.
we need a very hot pan over here.
Very good.
You need to use
This is olive oil.
the olive oil.
Very good.
Yes, olive
Okay.
oil. So put a little bit of olive oil.
Warm it up.
Need to use a little bit of the salt, the tofu, and you can place the tofu right here.
Okay, so we're gonna make it golden. We're browning it up.
Get a little bit golden, a little bit. I mean, not too gold, but you know,
Okay.
just a little bit, just to make it color.
Okay.
So by the time when the tofu is cooking, we're gonna cut
The onion.
the onions.
Yes.
Just cut it in half.
Yes.
Make sure you cut it like this. Julienne. Okay.
Well done, chef.
So just be careful.
Yes.
Don't try this at home, because I know this is kind of hard. So this is the bell peppers. Sometimes, you know, we cut the peppers like this. So this is very dangerous to cut the bell peppers like this.
Why is it dangerous to do that?
Because this one can slip the knife,
Okay.
you know, either way.
It'll slide either side.
Yes. So we can use it like this. You cut it like that.
Very good.
Just be careful with your fingers, because you don't want your fingers getting the fry too. So
We
you put
don't
it-
want any fingers in our
Yes.
food. We just want the tofu fingers.
Yes. So you just put it like this.
All right.
Put a little higher than this one.
Okay. Here we go.
And you see it, and it turn a little brown in there, little
Yes.
brownish.
A little golden
So-
there.
For now, right there, you can add all the veggies.
Peppers?
Yes, just put it to the side, right here.
Very colorful. You have the orange pepper, the red, the yellow.
You can use green bell peppers too if you like. You know, you like the green bell peppers, go for it. So you're able to do it.
Yeah. But I like that contrast. I love those colors. Look at that. Now the onions.
You can use the onions.
Okay.
So you don't have to cook the vegetables all the way through. Because when you eat the vegetable, you want it a little bit
Texture.
crunchy. Yes.
You want some texture to the food.
So a little bit of crunch. That's what I like the vegetables do. When I eat it, a little crunchy, a little bit in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. So got this one right here.
So we're going to toss it in the pan, just making sure that we're not burning the peppers or the onions.
Yes.
Oh, that looks so good. Beautiful. I love the contrast on the colors.
So this
and
one,
that's our protein right there.
yeah, that's the protein right there. So you don't need no chicken or beef or anything.
So there's no meat product.
No meat product.
Okay.
So now we need to put this one to the side.
Okay.
The tofu.
Oh, take it out of the pan.
Yeah, take it out of the pan.
Okay. Very good.
Because we're going to make the sauce right now.
All right. So friends at home, just remember, these are very useful tips. So write that down. Wow. Yeah,
See it like
someday
this.
I'll be able to flip those veggies and stay in the pan for a change.
With oregano.
Oregano. Okay.
You can add
This is a tomato
the
paste.
tomato paste.
Uh-huh.
So don't worry about it. You have to,
It'll dissolve.
Yeah, you have to dissolve when you put the grape juice in there.
Oh, now the grape juice. Oh my. Wow. Now that is something I've never, ever, ever seen or tried, and I am so glad that
And to make
I'm
the sauce,
experiencing this.
to make the sauce a little thicker in this one, you don't have to add no more cornstarch or anything, because the tomato paste do everything.
Okay, so the tomato paste just makes a thicker consistency once you
Yes.
let it simmer in
Yes.
the pan, and so no worries. Let's not rush into making the food thicker. Let that tomato sauce do its, the tomato paste do its job.
Yes,
All
so
right.
we leave the seasoning over here for 8 minutes.
Okay.
But we're not going to leave it over here for 8 minutes. So because I need more time.
Right,
But you see it constantly. So this sauce is going to be reduced a little bit.
right.
Maybe 3 more minutes.
Okay.
But by the time we need to put it, you guys can compare with this one, tomatoes.
Okay.
Or rice. Or any potato puree.
Okay.
But this one I'm going to use little like a hard polenta in here.
Oh,
So
this is polenta.
I like polenta.
Ah, okay.
I like polenta a lot.
So polenta is gluten-free, right? Because
Yes.
it's corn-based.
Yes, it's a corn-based.
So very good. Good to know. So during this program, we've shared some vegan options, but also some gluten-free items or recipes, which is good. There's so many people that are allergic to gluten or wheat these days.
Yes.
So it's good that we have something for them as well during this program. Very good. So we have the polenta. Now you made the polenta, and what you said you can accompany this chicken cacciatore with rice, with pasta,
Rice,
or
pasta, roasted potatoes, or mashed potatoes.
or mashed potatoes.
Yes.
Okay.
Give me either one.
Okay. Very good.
So now I put the tofu back in the sauce.
Yes. Okay.
So we put it back in the sauce, and you see, like the sauce a little get thicker now.
Yes, it's
So it's
thickening
ready to
up.
go. It's ready to go.
Oh.
So only thing I just grab the plate. I'm gonna put the tofu in here.
So you don't want it too thick then,
No.
because the juice from that is going to marinate the polenta.
Yes.
Okay, and make it more palatable and yummy, and have these juices marinating. Oh, wonderful. Very
So
good.
this recipe is just to make maybe for 8 people.
8 people.
8 people. Yes, 8 people.
Very good.
So you
This is
see
a
it.
beautiful option. Look at that presentation. Very nice. So this is something that you can make ahead, can you?
Yes, you can make a head. You can make it like a casserole, and
Oh,
and
casserole
yes, you
too.
can make a casserole. So you don't have to make it just late
Okay.
at the time.
Oh, look at that. And then you sprinkle some
Some
pretties
green.
on there, which is the parsley, right? This
Yes.
is parsley, and parsley is usually served a lot with the Italian meals, and it's amazing how much vitamin A it has, and also it clears your breath. And when we're eating this garlic, I mean, people are like, oh, garlic. You know, sometimes we don't eat that parsley, but that's the purpose of it, and so it freshen up your breath. So anyhow, here is the final product, as you can see, and I've not gotten into it, so now you get a shot of it before I dig into this dish. I love tofu, and you know what? I love the idea of using the polenta to complement it. The polenta is also used in Italy quite a bit.
Yes, yes.
I've noticed.
So we always use it, you know, in kind of whatever to protein, you know, dishes to the side. So we can use, instead of substitute mashed potato, we use the hard polenta or creamy polenta also.
Or creamy polenta. Okay, it's good to know the options. I hope you're writing all these tips down. Well, we're going to the next recipe. I hope you're ready for it, because we're going to learn how to make a risotto rice, the Chef Javier style. What do we need for that?
So we need 2 cups of pre-cooked brown rice, the short one especially, 1/3 cup sun-dried tomatoes julienne, 2 tablespoons minced garlic, half a teaspoon of salt, 3 cups of veggie stock, half a cup of soy Parmesan cheese, 1 tablespoon of vegan cream cheese, 1 tablespoon of vegan butter, and a handful of arugula for color.
Very good. So we have a little bit of contrast in color for this dish. I don't know if you guys at home have tried the risotto rice. I personally love it. It is wonderful. And of course, this is Tour d'Italia. We're on an Italian tour through the cuisine talents of our guest chef, Javier. So let's follow these steps that he's going to show us now.
Yes, so for this risotto, actually, you know, this risotto, they take me to make this recipe months.
Oh, really?
Yes, because, I mean, you're not going to find any vegan risotto nowhere else.
Okay.
Nowhere else.
Very good.
But that's what I want to share the recipe with you guys. You know,
Okay.
you guys can know. So we're gonna need the brown short rice.
Okay.
We put it right here. Actually, we put this one first. Start heating it up.
It's nice and hot. You
Yes.
want the pan nice and hot.
Yes. So we put this rice in there. Put it higher, a little bit higher.
Very
Okay.
good. So we want it to simmer, right?
Yeah, this recipe is very easy. Very easy. You're gonna throw everything in the same pot. Everything.
Oh, okay. I like those type of recipes. You just throw it together
The
and
garlic, especially the garlic. I love garlic. Garlic in all recipes.
garlic and onions are
If you don't put the garlic in this recipe, they're not gonna taste like risotto, I'm telling you.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the risotto, I thought it was just the grain, the rice risotto, but risotto is a dish.
Yeah, it's a dish. It's a
Okay.
dish. So it's like a creamy risotto. That's what they call when you go to the restaurant. You're looking to have a creamy risotto, but not even the people that they make a regular risotto. They make it right.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
well, I just buy that rice at home and I eat it with my beans, and you know. But now I have a good new recipe for me to try for my family. You know, it's incredible how the garlic brings in so many flavors, and the sun-dried tomatoes. Usually we use the fresh or the paste, but now we're using a little bit of everything in your kitchen.
Yes, actually, you can use and you can make this risotto with any kind of vegetables.
Okay.
Any whatever you like. You can put zucchini,
Asparagus.
you can put asparagus, you can put all different kind of vegetables in this risotto.
Very good. So we want it to simmer. Well, does it have to absorb all the?
They don't have to serve the whole water because you want creamy. You want this risotto like a little bit creamy. So because if you reduce this liquid all the way down,
Yes.
you're not going to be able to have a creamy risotto.
Okay. Very
So this is
good.
going to be, I'm going to put everything right now. I'm going to put the salt. I'll put the Parmesan cheese.
Yes. Even vegan Parmesan cheese you can
Yes.
find nowadays.
Put the vegan cream cheese.
Yes.
You see it?
So far, so good, chef. It smells so good in the kitchen. Yes. Oh, yes.
And to make it creamy,
Yeah.
this is the butter, the vegan butter.
Okay, and this is a non-hydrogenated
Yes.
vegan
Actually, it's a
butter.
vegan butter. Just put it right there.
All right. Oh yes, I see how creamy it's getting. So the best place to serve this is in a bowl, or is it thick enough with consistency? What is it?
I would say you put them in a bowl, or you put them in, doesn't matter. You see it.
So you gotta
coming
make
the
sure
whole
that
thing.
it's
Yes.
got a little edge on the plate,
Yes.
so the cream doesn't run off your plate. Wow, it smells so good in here. I am
After that,
tempted to
you
grab
put
a spoon and dig
You know,
it,
you can
but I
put
won't.
arugula, or you
Yes.
can put a baby spinach, or
Okay.
you can put any green colors in there.
Okay.
So at this time,
And you want to put the leaves in there.
yes,
the
you,
whole
you want to
leaves.
put the green leaves in there.
Okay.
And you see, that's the reason why I said just leave the liquid, and you guys see it.
Perfect.
This is ready to go.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you just kind of blanch the leaves. You don't
Yes.
really cook it.
No, you didn't
It's just
cook it.
blanching.
Any greens in here, they cook it by themselves when you throw in here. And
The
you see
steam,
it.
the heat will.
It has to be nice and
Oh,
creamy. You guys see it?
yummy. Oh yes. Look at that. All
That's-
right, guys.
that's
I'm
what I'm
gone.
looking for.
I'm gonna go sit down and eat now.
They have a risotto.
Beautiful. Yes, yes.
So
Risotto.
don't worry about it. They come with the whole thing in the plate, but this
Yes.
is supposed to be like that.
Very
Yeah.
good. Well, we have the final product here, guys. You know, sometimes we wonder how are we going to present this dish, and you know, the smell opens up our appetite, and what we see is what we want to dig into. The presentation, of course, has a lot to do with it. I've met people whom not knowingly are tasting vegan cooking, vegan food, and at the end of the day, I was just talking to a friend actually, and that happened to her as well. She had some people came over to do some carpet work, and her husband just felt like inviting them to stay for lunch, and she served them a totally vegan meal. Didn't say that it was vegan, just invited them, and then when they were getting ready to leave, by the way, her husband says, my wife prepared a vegan meal. That's what you had, vegetarian meal. They said, what? I never had vegetarian food before, but that was amazing. So, you know, be encouraged, you know, share a little dish and encourage others so they can explore, because this is an adventure in the kitchen, and we don't realize how much there is out there that we can adapt and we can just enjoy. God is so good. He's giving us so much. So tell us, before we go to our last recipe, I want to know, why Chef Javier? Why did you choose cooking as to be an executive chef?
You know, I mean, I don't choose the cooking. The cooking showed me.
Oh.
Yes, I mean, you know, I have a, you know, my master chef.
Yes.
So I always go with him, you know, and talk with him.
Yes.
You know, to reveal me, you know, it's a new recipes, you know, and he does.
Okay.
He always do that. He always do. He always good to me, but I always be on my knees and ask him for that. That's that. You know, that's what he is.
Amen.
He's my, you know, my master chef.
It's
is
the
in
Lord.
heaven.
Amen. Your master chef is in heaven. So when you were young, were you interested in the kitchen? When you were raised?
Yes, I raised it. I mean, my mom, especially
Yes.
at 8 years old, my mom teach me how to do, you know, cooking skills. And 16 years old, that's my first restaurant. That's my first restaurant that I work in here in the U.S.
Yes.
And for now, I have more than 20 years plus experience working in the restaurant business.
Very good. So it is important to expose our children, our young people, to the everyday living, whatever it takes. Have your kids help you balance a checkbook or bank account. Have your kids do laundry with you. Have your kids in the kitchen. It's very rewarding, because when I'm sick, my kids cook for me, and I love it. So now we have Chef Javier testifying of the blessing and the benefits that constitutes or comes with a vegan vegetarian diet. Now, because of health reasons, many of you are seeking new recipes and new ideas, and that is why we have Chef Javier here. So we want to thank Javier for being here and sharing these recipes from the heart. Very comforting recipes. And talking about comforting recipes, we have one last recipe, and this is very comforting. It is a dessert.
Yes.
So we want to share this recipe right now with you, and this is a fruit tart. And what do we need for this?
For this recipe, we need 1 cup of peaches, half a cup of blackberries, 1 tablespoon of date sugar or brown sugar. For the dough, we're gonna need 1 cup of whole wheat flour, 1/3 the cup of vegan butter, 1 pinch of salt, 1/3 the cup of water, 1 teaspoon date sugar or brown sugar.
So we have a new option for our table, for our dessert needs. You know, something about desserts that we look forward to at every meal, right? So please show us which steps to follow and your tips.
All right, we're gonna use, to marinate the fruit with the sugar, we need to do this one first, okay?
Oh, okay.
Because we need to get absorb the juice when you put the brown sugar. They're gonna come with the juices from the peaches and from the blackberries too.
So add the sugar.
Yes,
Okay.
you put the
And the peaches as well. Okay, here we go. Very good.
And you notice they don't have no juice right now, right?
Exactly.
So after when you put when you mix well, and they take like 8 minutes, maybe less, and you're gonna come out, the juice coming out of the fruit by itself.
Very good.
So you just leave it in here for a little bit.
Okay,
So-
we'll set it aside for now.
Yes, we need to make the dough.
Let's make the dough.
Make the dough, but we need to make this one first, okay? So don't worry about it. We need to transfer this one right here. So transfer right here.
All right. So in a separate bowl, that's what we would need. A
Yes.
separate bowl to do the.
So, yeah, you can use a separate bowl. You can use the same bowl. So I mean, it's up to you.
All
I
right.
only this one this time.
All right.
So I use the cup of flour.
There goes the whole wheat flour,
Yes. Use the brown sugar.
the brown sugar,
Use a pinch of salt.
salt.
can
Everything
put
is
the
important. And butter.
And you can
Okay.
put the water in the last, okay? You just mix it together first.
Okay.
So make sure, you know, that you do very well on this when, you know, dissolve the butter
Dissolve
and the
the
flour.
butter with the flour,
Yes.
exactly. Otherwise, it would be harder to do
Yes.
once you incorporate the water.
Yes.
Right.
So yeah, you know, they have a different kind to make this tart. But this tart, you know, we're just making this time with this kind of, to only 2 fruit. You can add more fruit if you like. So, but this one, just only 2 fruit, you know, just the peaches and blackberries.
And it's a really nice contrast that you have.
Yes.
You have the bright color, you have the dark. Yes. And it's good that we're making it at home because we know exactly what ingredients are in that.
Right.
In that recipe. Very good.
And you see it, they had a little more butter, more flour in here. But you don't have to worry about it, okay?
Okay.
So I need to use-
we're gonna have to let the dough rest, right?
Yes. So we need to let the rest for like what, 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, and we're gonna put a piece of paper.
Yes, plastic wrap.
So
Okay.
rest in there for 10 minutes
Very good.
in the oven.
And
So, and let's see.
we'll wrap it. Right?
We wrap it. There you go. And we put it in the
And
there for
we go
10
to the
minutes.
refrigerator. All
Because I
right.
already have it 10 minutes. I already have it in here.
Okay.
Okay.
So we let it rest for 10 minutes in the refrigerator, and
And you notice that.
here we
You
go.
See that?
Oh yeah, I see that. The texture, because the
Yes.
butter, you know, receives the texture once again, once it's cooling.
And you see the other one,
Oh,
you know,
nice and
I don't know,
soft.
you guys saw it, you know, it's like a very, they don't have enough flour.
Right.
But they come out just like this after 10 minutes.
Incredible.
Yes.
Very good.
So you don't have to roll it. You don't have to roller. Just use your hands, okay?
Just use your hands.
So you don't have to worry about it.
Those
So
are
in-
the first kitchen tools the Lord
Yes.
gave us, right?
And this recipe, you can use both ways. You can use the dough, put them right here in the bottom.
As a crust.
Yes, and the crust. Just put them in the oven for like 15 minutes to golden brown.
Now I want to make sure that we share what kind of pan this is. This
Yes.
is a spring pan.
Yes.
That is for tarts or
Yes.
or also
For the single tart,
cheesecakes or
yep.
whatever. So this is individual servings. I'm going to try to put this back together, Chef. I know you're the expert. Oops, I missed it. All right.
Yes, you know, especially this recipe that I like is, like I said, you know, you can use both ways. You can you can put the dough in the bottom.
The crust.
Or you can put the crust on top.
Okay. So
but-
what are we doing this
So I'm
time?
going to put the crust on top.
Okay. Very good.
You guys see it?
Very
So
good.
now we have the fruit. Put it right here.
We're gonna put it in the
the
tart
fruit.
pan. And
So
more.
they don't have to use. Let me
Here's
get this
the fork.
the fork, please.
Sure. Okay.
Just push it down a little bit.
Squish it in there, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Well, once you cook it, it's gonna go down inside.
They're gonna go down. Yes.
Right,
They're gonna go down,
so-
and you see it. You know the juice is coming out
Oh,
out
wow.
of this.
Yummy.
See that?
Oh, yes, delicious.
So you push it down a little bit more.
Make it go in there.
Yes. So we do that.
It is true. Once it's cooked, it does. That's what
So
happens.
this one. So I'm not gonna hop the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna do it just
Strip?
stripe. Yes. Just a
Okay.
little bit.
So kind of like a lattice to it.
Yes.
Crust, topping. Okay.
Put it like that. You can use make another one
Now, how long are we gonna bake this for?
for 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
How hot the oven should be?
375.
375. Okay.
Yes, 375. Or you can use this one and then like I said, you can put the the dough on the crust on the bottom.
In the bottom.
So it's up to you. If you want to do it in the bottom, or you want it on top.
Right.
Just put it in the oven.
Yeah. So
I'll
you
put
put
it
it
in the
in the oven and you bake it for
Put it in the
how
oven
long?
for 20 minutes.
For 20 minutes.
20 minutes, 375.
Okay, very good. Well, we have a final product right here, and I'd like to share with you, friends, that Chef Javier has made a vegan cashew, right? Cashew ice cream, cashew vanilla ice cream. Oh, doesn't that look good? Yum. I just want to, well, we all know that once the program is over, we are going to share, I guess I'll have to share with my coworkers, right? Everybody here are invited to come and taste. And that is the fun part of this as well, that we get to taste the food here in the studios with our coworkers and, of course, our guests. I realize we have just a few minutes left in this segment, but before we go to your contact information, I'd like for you to share with the viewers what services are you willing to offer, and if they can invite you to their community, to their church, what kind of activities have you done?
I've been down for cooking classes, weddings. We do 16 years, what they call this?
The Sweet 16.
There you go.
The
There you
Sweet
go.
16,
Sweet
yeah.
16. We do all different kind of events, and especially recently, we do a lot of cooking classes over there in the Caribbean Sea.
Oh, yes.
So we're doing the Tortola, and we're doing Puerto Rico too, also.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
we're willing to go anywhere.
Anywhere the Lord calls
Yes.
you. Very good. Because as you said, the Sweet 16, we call it quinceañeras in the Spanish community. And that is when the young lady turns 15 years old. And we have a special service for her. It looks almost like a big wedding.
Yes.
And it's quite an investment with some families. And some families, we do it more of a lower, scale. But we serve food, and we have a beautiful cake as if you would serve in a wedding. Now, this is mainly done for the women, but nowadays even guys are doing it. I was shocked to hear it. But I said, oh, my boys, now you're turning 15. Can I do a quinceañero for you? No, Mom. Do you want a birthday party? Yes, Mom. So, what type of needs have you met when people talk to you about their dietary needs? What is the most common frustration?
Not necessarily the frustration, but the challenge.
Yes, it's a challenge.
The challenge is the people they have is they don't know how to make a healthy food.
Okay.
And that's what we're here to to teaching, to show them how to do it, to
Walk them through.
Yes, to walk them through and to make it better health and better family.
Okay, very good. Now that you have shared so many recipes and overall, how is the transition like for a teenager? Have you seen that age group interested in healthy eating as well?
It is. They have a lot of youth people interested to eat this kind of food. They love it, they like it because I have the experience for everybody. Especially I have our friends. They they have a youth people, friends, and they would like it to enjoy me to how to make healthy food.
That's very good. Well, I would love to be part of the audience wherever you are cooking, because we get to taste the food that you prepare. But he's got his family, his wife, his lovely wife, whom I've met, and his boys, and the Lord has blessed in their ministry, and your passion shows, and we appreciate it so much. So if you are interested in inviting them, you've been to Puerto Rico, that's where I'm from, so praise the Lord, because our people need that too. To the Virgin Islands, to the British Virgin Islands as well, and he's been able to share these vegan and different options that he's got. Oh, his repertoire of recipes is immense. So, but for now, what I'm gonna say is get ready to write down his contact information. Right after that, we're gonna have you just listen in to the news break, and we'll be back with all the final products that we have prepared for you during this hour. So don't change the channel. We're not done yet. We're gonna come and present all the recipes that we prepared, and so you can just stay tuned.
If you would like to contact Chef Javier Renteria, you can do so at 2443 Fair Oaks Boulevard, number 444, Sacramento, California, 95825. That's 2443 Fair Oaks Boulevard, number 444, Sacramento, California, 95825. You can call 916-832-7441. That's 916-832-7441. Or you can email Chef Javier Renteria at franciscorenteria@gmail.com. That's franciscorenteria@gmail.com.
Well, friends, as promised, and now when we promise something, Chef Javier, we have to fulfill that promise, right?
Yes.
So we've promised that we were going to show you all the recipes that we prepared for this hour. We took a tour d'Italia. We went into Italy without a passport and without having to buy a flight ticket. So please, Chef Javier, tell us what did we prepare today?
We got the alla pomodoro salad.
Yes.
We have the bucatini, with Kalamata pesto.
Yes, and those are cherry tomatoes that you see on there.
We have the linguine, with roasted garlic with shrimp.
Yes,
and vegan shrimp.
Is
vegan shrimp. Let me make this incorrect.
And chicken cacciatore. It's tofu cacciatore, right?
Tofu cacciatore.
Yes, and you served it with polenta, and we continued with risotto, a creamy risotto. And what did we finish with?
We finished with a fruit tart.
Yes, a fruit tart with a homemade cashew vanilla ice cream that you can see there and that I can enjoy here on the set. So I hope you enjoy these recipes at home. Chef Javier, thank you so much.
Thank you for the invitation.
God bless your ministry, and God bless you at home too. What are words of encouragement would you like to share with our viewers?
Oh, I'd like to share, everything is possible. Everything is possible if we really can do it. You want to learn how to make this healthy food, you can do it. You can do it, how to make it.
That's right. So, and if you are interested in sharing recipes, vegan recipes as a community service, you're welcome to contact Chef Javier to your church or your community activity, and I am sure you will be blessed. Our church was blessed, and I can testify that it is a blessing to have him in our local churches. Chef, once again, I want to thank you, and I would like for you to just keep coming back and keep blessing us. And the Lord bless you guys. Every effort that you put forth, the Lord will bless you. And may the Lord bless the food on your table, and may you never lack any good thing. For God has promised He will provide, and He is with you. So for now, we say goodbye until the next program. God bless.